Hello, El Paso, and good morning. It's Joe Samuela here, making my first video, and I just had some thoughts I wanted to share on Jesus Christ. Oh, well, specifically God, the Father. Now, I do want to start off by saying that I don't know everything. I could be wrong, right? I've just been following Jesus Christ for a few years now, and I feel like I've got some wisdom to share. If it is true, it's from God. It's not from me. Everything else is just my interpretation. Second of all, I want to give a shout out to Mark the Messenger, which is an awesome channel on YouTube. I've seen some videos from him and they've just been a real good source of wisdom. So I recommend checking them out. So ever since I was young, I always thought about why did God create the devil? It's funny looking back, unfortunately I have to say this, but back in my days, kids used to talk about God in their own ways. So for example, flipping somebody off, right? I wouldn't recommend that. It's just rude, it's arrogant, it's not a good way to express your anger. But anyways, this kid in my class, like he's flipping off, pointing the ground, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "No, no, no, it's okay. It's because it's pointed towards the devil, and my brother told me since the devil's bad, it's okay." And it actually kind of makes sense when you think about it, but I still don't think it's true. So that could be the same thing with whatever I think, but. Anyways, it's just always something that's been on my mind. And so, first of all, it's important to go to scripture. So I'm going to go to Isaiah 45:7. And before I begin, I just wanted to say, addition to what Mark the Messenger pointed out, is that I'm reading the King James Version. Now, I actually don't read it. It's very hard to read. I read the New International Version. But according to him, the King James Version is the true Bible. It says all the truth. This is when they talk about things like purgatory and Sheol and other realms and stuff like that. Apparently, they're all just supposed to mean hell. Even though I am a Catholic, I do not believe in purgatory. I think there's heaven and there's hell. And so I got this from Mark the Messenger. So I'm on 45:7, which states, "I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things." So here, God is clearly stating that He is the creator of evil. But it's, in my own interpretation, I really believe it's not the way that you would think. Now, as a human, if I had that much control over another human being, which unfortunately I think some people have tried to do in like crime and stuff like that, but I'm just gonna assume that I could have control over another human being's life. If I wanted to make them evil, I mean, I would make them poor, I would take away everything they have, just give them tragedy after tragedy and tragedy. And I also thought about like a diamond, right? Like it comes from carbon, which is black, right? Black meaning evil in spiritual ways. You get carbon and you compress it under so much pressure and heat, and it becomes a diamond, right? That would explain why the devil is a beautiful angel, right? So I thought about stuff like that, but it doesn't really seem like something God would do. And this is how I think that God created the devil. He simply created the opportunity for evil, but He gave all of His angels a choice. I don't think He forced Satan to sin, but He knew that he was going to sin. And the devil just decided one day, like, you know what? Like, I think I could take this thing over. Like, I think I could be the guy, which reminds me of us, really. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes we're at work and we're like, you know what? Like, I think I could run this thing. Like, I think I'm gonna try to take it over. And some people end up doing it. And I think that's what happened to Satan. It's not that he went under so much pain and was punished, but he was given the opportunity to sin, and he chose to take it. Now, taking that choice was an unforgivable thing. I think about cuss words too, and I don't want to say the word, but there's a cuss word for somebody that doesn't have a father. And ever since I was young, I was taught that that was the devil. And I think that Satan rejected his father. Like, even though God did create him, as said in the scripture, he rejected that. So God rejected him. And that is unforgivable. That is why there is punishment. There is hell in the afterlife. And it's something to consider, something to think about, when we think about, what we're doing and the choices we make. So that's all I had for today, guys. It's my first video. Thank you for watching. Have a good day, and God bless you.